All right, how you doing, Mike? You okay over there? All right. Hey, good morning, everyone. Yeah, another packed house here at Hog Daddy's. Yeah, the mic is not working.
It's unbelievable.
Well, so good morning in beautiful Clearwater Beach, and we have a nice packed show for you. I want to introduce, of course, over to my right, and that is the no note Sean. Has zero notes, and yet I spend 6 hours a week trying to prepare for this show.
Again, I'm comic relief.
Okay, then we got, and directly from aisle 7, the man who feeds your dogs in the dog aisle is Mike. Mike, hello, how are you doing? Okay, Mike, you look like you're an FBI.
He also makes sure he rotates the milk.
Yeah. Mike,
Yeah.
you got to see Mike's picture right now. He literally looks like he's in an FBI booth with a wiretap.
Yeah.
On those headphones. And of course, we have the man, Boss Hogg. How you doing?
Well, thank you for that wonderful introduction, Vinny. And the dais, of course, is back to normal.
Yes.
Sean on my right, Mike on my left, and of course, the host himself, Vinny.
Oh, it's great to be back. And first thing I want to say before we dive into things is that I hope you guys had a good winter. I know we had our winter started on Monday morning, and finally, I think our winter ended on probably Wednesday afternoon. And it was a tough winter. What do you think? I mean, it was tough.
Blustery.
It was cold here, but it's great to be back here at a wonderful 72 degrees here in Clearwater Beach. My number one fan, Katie, is not here today. The poor woman has been traveling everywhere, and since we were on a cruise ship, so I told her to buy stuff for ready more, relax at home, and
She's watching from home.
she's watching. From
Hello,
home.
Katie.
She did. Okay, so the other reason is, let me just say this. So last night, we came in here Friday night just to have something to eat, have a drink or two, and go home. We were both exhausted. This place is like the Godfather. Just when you thought you were out, they pull you back in. We ended up staying at 11 o'clock with all our friends. And how are you feeling today, Jeff?
I feel wonderful.
Good.
Thank you. I'd also like to report that our normal bartending crew, Brooke, Liz, we are without Nikki. So today there will be no 2 dances for $20 on the main bar.
Oh,
So
yes,
I'm
exactly.
sorry Nikki's not here. I know everyone enjoys that. I also like to announce it every Saturday morning. So we miss you, Nikki. And so do the thousands of fans here.
That's right. And I will tell you, last night I watched Brooke, particularly Brooke and Katie, and I believe you too, right? You
Yeah, Liz.
you guys were singing. I had to listen to about 10 minutes of them singing the new Taylor Swift song, The Fate of Ophelia and Wood, and I had to watch them dance. And they were great.
Now they're starting again.
Yeah, you can also call Liz Judy. That's her middle name.
Okay. So we're going to try to have maybe one day on the show, if we can get a holidays, we'll dress them as elves, have them come up and do a little dance for us for Taylor Swift. I know Brooke is into it. She said she'll definitely do it. And I think that'd be great. What do you think?
Very good. I think it'll be interesting and fun, as Hog Daddy's always is.
That's right.
Wanted to jump in here really quick. Thank this show brought to you by J.J. Taylor, our local distributor. They're responsible for a lot of events we do here. Tremendous support. We can't thank them enough. Also, Molson Coors, who is the official college game day sponsor that allows us to also pretend to be game day. And last but of course, certainly not least, Carbless, vodka in a can. The latest craze, it is outselling Tito's in the Midwest.
Wow.
Good
And
stuff.
you can now see it in Florida in many locations, retail. They call that on premise, I believe, in ABC Liquor, some grocery store. So thank you, Carbless, if you're watching.
Wow, that's great. Well, listen, we've got a huge pack schedule here in my notes here. I just want to let you know, last night Louisville lost 20-19 to Clemson. They were ranked 20th, and so now their season's in trouble right now. We had a number of teams that moved up the rankings last year. BYU took a hit; they lost like 4 spots, and Virginia lost 8 spots. So, the games are we're getting close. And the buys this week, I believe, is Michigan, and we just moved that over.
Michigan's got
Place at noon.
Oh, noon.
Northwestern, maybe.
Yeah, my problem.
Okay.
My bad. But I think if you look at the playoffs, if they were to end today or start today, we have Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M, and Alabama, and they're in the bye week because they have amazing records. Then you have Georgia, Texas Tech, Ole Miss, Oregon, and Notre Dame, and they're going to be those teams will be in the first round at home. And I'm sorry, yeah, at home. Excuse me. And then Oregon, Notre Dame, Texas, Miami, and South Florida. So that's where we played today. But again, this is a weekend where a lot of stuff is starting to separate. The leaders are starting to separate out. A lot of rivalries coming up this week. And it's hard to believe that I think the season ends, what, in the first week of December? Oh, no, the last week.
No, Army Navy will play the first December.
Okay,
Well,
right.
Yeah, so
Right. All right. So
I don't think we have conference championships until
it's the
the
first
last
weekend.
weekend of November or the first weekend in
I
December.
think it's the first weekend because I can tell you this from my previous job. This whole event, and they used to call it the Dr. Pepper Big 12 Championship. So I believe it's the first week in December. And so with that, what we're going to do today is we're going to go through, our thoughts and on these games. We're going to do a little trivia, and talk about some really exciting things that are going on. I spent 20 minutes this morning, Jeff, trying to figure out all the promotional stuff you're doing, all the great events that are coming up for the community, and I was shocked. We go through those in a little bit.
Yeah.
But we're going to start off with, again, Ohio State versus UCLA. They're 9-0. I believe with a 4-5 record, UCLA. I'm going to take Ohio State on this one. I just don't think there's any way they're stopping.
Well, let's face it, they're playing the Bruins. The Bruins are on a roller coaster season. I think we could describe it many ways. Ohio State in that hunt for that back-to-back, playing well, holding on to their number one ranking. I mean, you really can't pick apart Ohio State right now.
No.
Just playing well. They're right now they're leading the nation in scoring defense, over 7 points a game. Total defense, holding their opponents right around 200 yards a game. Red zone defending, but only allowing 9 scores, 5 touchdowns, and 4 field goals in 16 attempts. What more could we say about saying? I'm sure Sean will have plenty to say. Definitely might be number one for the Heisman. But what was the line on this game?
I had 32 and a half. Right?
34 and a half because UCLA quarterback is not playing today.
Oh, is
Their
he
It's
hurt?
going to be a blowout.
He remembers he was at Tennessee last year when they came in and got smacked and his helmet got cracked. So he's probably glad he's not playing.
I'm going to go ahead and pick Ohio State by 67.
Well, probably could happen that way. All right, our number 2 ranked team, we got Indiana, record 10-0. Whoa, we got some Indiana fans there.
Hoosiers in the
Haven't
house.
proven anything yet.
Hoosiers in the
Look
Got
out.
the fans here.
Oh, we got fans here, and they're going to be playing Wisconsin at 12 o'clock today. 29.5 spread. I don't see Indiana losing this game. By the way, 44.5 over. I'm going to go with Indiana on this one.
I think Indiana will win, but if Wisconsin plays like they did last week, I
think
mean,
it'll
they're
be
playing
close.
loose because Fickle's back next year. But Indiana, I think, has something to prove because they didn't play last week against a tough Penn State game. So, I think Indiana will win. I don't think they'll cover the almost 30-point spread.
I agree. I kind of love this. We've talked about Indiana all season on a collision course with the title game with the Buckeyes. I think hopefully we'll see that. I think that's exactly how it should play out.
Yeah.
What more can I say about Signetti over there? Can we get a shout out for the Hoosier coach?
You like
right.
your coach?
Like your coach over there? Yeah.
Yeah. I think they had a little quote from Signetti this week. He said, well, I may not be quoting it perfectly, but he basically said the Hoosiers aren't going to sneak up on anybody for the rest of the season. So all these Big Ten teams are going to be highly prepared for them. Execution. Um, they know what Indiana brings to the table. But I just don't think Fickle and the Badgers have the top talent. I'm gonna take Indiana in the points today. I think this is a big game for them. I just it's the end of the season, and I think Eddie's going to add a little bit of turbocharge to this thing today.
Is this their? Do you know if this is their senior day? It is. Another influence. Last home game for the year for them. So yeah, they'll show up.
Okay. Yep. All right. Then we got Texas A&M, another team that's undefeated, 9-0. Those are the top three teams that are undefeated. South Carolina, which has a 4-5 record, they're playing again today at 12 o'clock. 19.5 is the spread. 47.5 is the over and under. This one, I go to Texas A&M. I think they're just going to, beat them out. And South Carolina, I was surprised the spread was as close. Now it could have changed this morning. So let me fact check me. 16.5. Okay, 16.5. So, what do you think there?
Texas A&M always has a slip up, but I don't know that this team will. And South Carolina is one of those teams that can come up and bite you. But I think Texas A&M played well last week. I think they're going to continue that. I think this may be the team where they don't have that loss towards the end of the season. It rails them. So I'm going with Texas A&M as well. It's at home.
You said 16.5.
16.5.
I mean, I think Elko's boys are going to be fired up here. Let's face it. I think the Aggies are not only, of course, playing for SEC right now where they sit. I believe they would have a bye. I think there's a number of factors here. But I want to kind of chat about South Carolina, and they have had a hell of a run the last 5 games. I would say Missouri, Alabama, Oklahoma, LSU.
Did you say gauntlet?
Yeah. So if you were to look at any, and I love talking about the SEC because we just never know what's going to happen. But I got to tell you, if there was any preparation and any betting on this game for me, just by sheer schedule play, South Carolina should be ready to play, right? They should be ready. They have seen everything and the badass teams in the SEC. So I think Aggies squeak this out. I think they win and continue on their incredible season, which might be the highest they've ever. I don't know if it's the highest they've ever been ranked. I remember some of these Aggie teams, but I'm going to take the Gamecocks to cover today.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. All right. We're going to take a look at the next game. Alabama, Oklahoma. Alabama is 8-1 against number 11, Oklahoma. 7-2 record, -6 in favor of Alabama, and a 45.5 spread. This one, I'm going to go with Oklahoma. I think it's their time. This is a big game for them. They can really make a significant improvement in their team and the rankings. Although I wouldn't, I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but they're pretty equal balance. So I'm going to go with Oklahoma.
I think we've kind of looked at Alabama. Sean and I have had a couple of discussions early on with the loss to Florida State. If there's another team that we could talk about that corrected itself pretty well, and they're at Bryant Denny Stadium today, and no matter who you are, I think did Oklahoma go to Tennessee or Tennessee went to Oklahoma? I think Oklahoma went into Tennessee and beat Tennessee. Don't quote me on that. But anyway, Oklahoma kind of upset Tennessee that started their downward spiral.
It was at Tennessee.
Yeah. And so Oklahoma on the road has proven to be that they can win. However, even with that defense at Oklahoma, I bet against Alabama at least 3 times. And I think this is a statement game. I think Alabama has become exactly who they are. I think they're going to be in the national championship. And Oklahoma has more to lose with 2 losses, so they probably have more pressure in this game. Alabama just might stay in the playoffs if they lost this game. Maybe, maybe, right?
Right.
Um, so man, I'm taking the Tide. That line had dropped. I don't know if we have a recent one. It,
6.5.
I thought it was coming in at 6. Um, if it's moved to 6.5, that means the betting public likes the Tide today at home. I'll take the Tide, boys.
All right.
It's like I said, Jeff, in Alabama. Although you had Columbus had 2 weeks to buy last week, so they had 2 weeks to maybe put some new schemes out on the defense.
Oh, I didn't think about Mayer. May have some tricks up his
Yeah,
sleeve.
and he's faced Alabama before, and when he was at Clemson as the defensive coordinator. So, I don't know. Tough to pick Alabama at home. They're playing well, coming off a big win last week against LSU. I'm going with Alabama, but I don't with Alabama. So,
Alabama has
Proves wrong.
become a very
Proves wrong.
disciplined
Proves wrong.
football team.
Yeah, I'll prove you wrong. Let me get on my chat GPT to figure out even where Alabama is
who
located.
should I pick?
Right. Exactly. Number 5, ranked Georgia, which I believe is in the state of Georgia.
It is
very
I,
good.
I do my research, folks. I do my research. 8-1 right now against Texas. Right, number 10, 7-2, -6. I maybe it's -6.5 now. And 40 over and under. I'm going to go with Georgia in this. I think Georgia's got some momentum going. I still think that Manning's situation is still up and down. Although he's been staying in it. So, I mean, I know first years are always tough, especially with that kind of legacy, but I'm going to go with Georgia on that one.
I think this game is a pretty awesome matchup between Stockton and Manning. Both quarterbacks, not necessarily. Well, Manning, of course, has been under fire a little bit, but certainly doing his job. The Bulldogs, Kirby Smart, we keep saying this, especially after the Tennessee win. Just he just makes it happen. He always does. In the same breath, correct me if I'm wrong, but Texas 34-31 Vanderbilt, very close. Manning staying in that game, guiding his team down.
Right.
I'm up and down on this, but I think this is the net. All right, so 2 things. Number 1, if Manning wins today, he's fine, no matter what happens. Georgia 6.5. Is that right? Is that what you said, Benny?
Down 4.5. Right.
Yeah, man. I'm taking Georgia on this. I'm taking the Bulldogs.
So Georgia's defense isn't what Georgia's defense has been in the past. If they keep Manning, Texas had 2 again. They've had a bye last week. If they roll out Manning, that's when he seems to throw the best. And if this is a playoff game, they lose, and I think they're out of the.
Right.
That's their 3rd loss.
I think so.
Now it's an SEC team, so that only means 1 loss in other conferences.
Right.
Yeah. I'm going with Texas. I'm going with Texas with the upset today.
Ryan, you wanna yell out a Georgia, Texas on this?
Well, you can't be Indiana and Texas.
Yeah.
She sold us the horns. Okay, all right. It's the Matthew McConaughey effect.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
All right.
There you have it.
All right. So let's go to number 6. Ole Miss 9-1. They moved up last week against Florida 5-4. I like Ole Miss. There's something about this team I like, and I've been learning more and more about college football, and I've been following them. So I'm going to go with Ole Miss. I think they're going to really do a good job against Florida.
Well, I think Ole Miss is hot. Am I correct here? Also, did Ole Miss drop in the polls or no? Drop 1?
Ole Miss, Yeah, they're number 7.
Over-
Let me see.
Okay, I thought they may have dropped in the. I thought I may have
No,
heard that.
actually, they went up one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love Kiffin's. Very rarely, as we watch sports, do we see two quarterbacks have success. A lot of team unity over there. It appears from the outside. Simmons and Chambliss have really just been playing great football this year. As we have talked about Ole Miss, I've been riding Ole Miss all the way. They will not be at the Grove today for one of the best celebrations there is in college football, as I have been at that party many times. They're going into games. The spread is 15.5. Am I correct?
Well, I have.
I have a lot. It's
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
I just want to let you know on Thursday, I had to do this a little bit earlier, guys, because I was going to visit my mommy. Hi, Mom. Just make sure she's doing well, which she is. But it was 16.5 on Thursday.
Wow.
When I
That's
picked it
right.
up, I picked it up 2 days ago at 15 and a hook. But I gotta say, quietly behind the scenes, I know Florida, in some weird way, is preparing for next season. They've got some great advice up there. Just for the press, a couple of coaches that have been advising Billy Gonzalez. Ole Miss plays well today, but I think in the swamp when they play Tom Petty, I think the Gators are fired up. They do not win the game, but the Gators do cover.
All right.
No, I think Ole Miss is going to take care of this. I think they'll cover. I think they'll play a good game. And Florida's just one of those several teams that are out there that are in between coaches and trying to figure themselves out. So I think Ole Miss doesn't want to have a slip up, so they'll win big today.
All right. The question our
thought that-
expert audience member said is it playing at Hemingway Stadium
Oh
today?
no, they're playing. They're at Ole Miss. I thought they were going to Florida.
They are playing at home.
Thank you very much, Ryan. Oxford.
You want to change your
So
thought on the
let me
game
back
now?
up. I'd like to repeat my story. So this is partying down at the Grove, smoking some ribs, getting the chicken going, baby. Let's do it.
Oh, yeah, damn.
About an hour drive from Bartlett, Tennessee, where I'm from.
Yeah,
We like
yeah.
to get down there, especially when the mighty Tigers from Memphis are playing the Rebs. Yeah, they're at home, man. Ride the Rebs all the way.
Thanks. Ryan's our expert. This is a fact checker. No notes.
Thank you
and
very
that's our
much. We
expert
need
over
all
there.
the help we can get. This is, I've mentioned it before, the worst podcast
This
in the
is
history
the
of
worst
sports.
podcast. I'm telling you right now, if you ask me if I'm going to do a podcast on golf, I ain't doing it.
we go.
That's good. That's not bad at all. Yeah,
We
let's
have
shoot. Yeah.
ESPN Game Day.
Yeah. What,
Yeah, exactly.
we put in the request, but the Hog Daddy's security wasn't efficient
Yeah,
enough.
they say they came here, they parked the car, and they kept going. I don't even think it stopped. Yeah. No. All right, number 7, Oregon.
We showed them the footage.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Thank you, Clearwater PD, if you're listening.
Guys, thank you. We got Oregon 8-1 against Purdue. How do you feel over there, Indiana? They're playing Purdue. Oregon against Purdue. You said you don't.
No, that's next week, maybe. They played Minnesota last night.
So
I'll take Oregon in that game.
Yeah. Put everything you got on
see,
it.
I got to screw up here.
That's all right. Up next, number 9, Notre Dame. Notre Dame and Pitt. Go ahead, Ben.
All right, let's go to Notre Dame and Pitt. 7-2 Notre Dame against Pittsburgh. This is where ESPN Game Day is today. A bunch of my friends are traveling all week to get there, and I think they're on now. I'm on at 9 o'clock this morning. Look, I'm going to go with Notre Dame on this one. I think there's a big push. The records are the same, 7-2. So I'm going to go with Notre Dame.
What was the one?
Is that what's with the Pitt coach? We could lose, still make the 13.5.
Was it what's his
Dame.
name? Narduzzi?
Was that Wisconsin defensive coordinator?
Yeah.
I think he's going to have his voice fired up. I don't know if they're going to win it, but I don't think they're going to get beat by, would you say 14 and a half?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they can stop Love, if anybody can, man, he's just running over everybody. But if they could slow him down, I could see it being a close game. It's always a tough game between those two. So I'm going to take Notre Dame, but not to cover. Close
Man,
game.
I gotta say, man, Notre Dame got rattled at the beginning of this season, and let's face it, Notre Dame's 2 losses are a little bit different than everyone else.
Yeah, by what, 3 points?
Yeah, let's at
top
least
10
talk
teams.
about that. CJ Carr might be in the same breath as Mendoza and Sane. Let's face it, the quarterback's played good. He's really had it up against them. And Notre Dame is kind of that team that everybody guns for. It's like everybody wants to beat Notre Dame. Everybody, just like our Indiana guys out here, they just everybody. Even if you kind of like football and Notre Dame wins, you're like, all right, the Irish run. But if they lose, you kind of glow about it a little bit. You're like, yeah, well, that's kind of good. So, man, I love this combination. Hey, ladies, how y'all doing? There you go.
Yeah.
That's tomorrow. We'll have it on. Come on by.
Let's go. Yep.
We got a Bears fan over here. Let's go now. Here we go. All right.
Security to the bar. Security to the bar.
And I'm really, really, really high on Notre Dame. But something tells me that Tony Dorsett's old school is going to really shake it up today. I'm going to take the Panthers.
Win it out. All right. So Dan Marino's back with them as well.
Possibly a Dan Marino sub in late for the game, 2-minute drill all the way
That
down.
was a winning touchdown.
Yeah, halfback pass out to Dorsett.
Yeah, it's exactly that. All right, you want to do some trivia?
Yeah, let's.
What are we giving away? Free parking?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to give away free parking.
We're giving away Notre Dame shirts. So you guys ready?
Yeah.
Hey. If you win today, you get to start cleaning the garage door window.
All right.
Now we'll do a bucket of beer.
Bucket of beer. Now listen, Mike.
You can also comment online to win this and redeem your bucket whenever you're in town or swing by. Here we go.
All right, so here we go. What?
His mom is ineligible because she has the
Yes, that's right.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Oh, my mom.
Wow. Benny's
Wow,
mom
thank
said
you.
She's
hi.
on every
Scott Rowland, if you're out there too, I haven't gotten
mother
to
is
your
the
team
biggest
yet, but you better
promotional
find a
person.
way to get on YouTube and say hi.
I spent the whole hours with her during lunch, and she wants to come and do the whole show, make up everything. So hey, she's
Wait.
great.
She wears
That's what makeup on me. Yeah, it's 'cause I don't look good. No, she does.
We'll
I'm
have
joking,
to
I'm
ask Katie
joking, I'm
about
joking.
that.
Yeah, I'm joking. So, all right, here's the question: which Big Ten team is known as a late season spoiler?
Say that again.
Which Big Ten team is known as a late season spoiler?
Maybe.
Got anything?
You
Anything?
can't. Yeah.
Got it. Please don't.
Right.
Yeah,
Calm
please back
down,
off.
people.
Down.
I can't figure out who
One
raised
at a
their
time.
hand
All right,
first.
I'm gonna give you another. I'll give you another.
I can't. Let.
Iowa.
You know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say Purdue.
The answer is. What did you say? All right, what did you say?
Purdue.
When you stop a bucket of beer, it's Purdue. Woo! I think that's wonderful. He's not looking at my notes, so you know.
I'll be handing out the bucket of beer to the first 5 people who say they saw this. Thank you very much.
Yes. All right, and then one more here, and then we'll continue to go on. What is a Week 12 orphan nickname because contenders rise or fall?
One more time.
Okay,
Where are you getting these questions?
I get it the same place I get everything else.
Hey,
ChatGPT.
Chat
Bathroom roll.
GPT.
ChatGPT. It comes in a box of cereal too.
Okay.
What is Week 12 often nicknamed because contenders rise or fall?
Rivalry weekend.
Can the owner really answer the questions for the bucket of?
I guess he can.
Well, wait a minute. I'm not supposed to answer. Am I right?
No,
No.
you aren't right. Anybody out there?
Stop yelling out all the answers. We're having a hard time keeping
Yeah,
up.
we better. The answer to the question is they call it Separation Saturday. That's today's thing.
All right.
Now let's get back to to my crazy schedule. 12 BYU dropped 4 points last week. Playing TCU 5-4. They're playing late tonight, so it'll be something I'll read about in the morning. I don't have a spread on this one, but I'm going to go with TCU on this one. I think I'm sorry, BYU on this.
BYU -3.
Yes. What do you think, my friend?
It's at BYU, coming off a tough loss. They're going to rebound. I think they're going to take it to TCU. I'm going with BYU.
All right. Now we get number 13. Vanderbilt has an 8-2 right now. They came up 2 rankings from last week. They're playing Mississippi State, which is 5-4. This one, I think, is a no-brainer. I'm going to go with Vanderbilt on this one if I'm a betting guy.
I don't. What's the line?
I don't have the line on this one. Line on this one?
Yeah, I don't see that one on the top 25.
Yeah.
They do have a no. It says they're playing Miss. Is that true?
Yeah. Are those last week notes?
No.
Oh, okay, just checking.
I'm going with Nebraska.
Okay.
And the Jets tomorrow. Oh wait, that was Thursday.
I don't know. Chad,
Next up, number 13, Utah at Baylor.
Okay.
You got that one?
Yeah.
I got that one.
Yeah.
All right. That's
Benny's just trying to keep us on.
Big matchup in Waco. I'll jump in here real quick while Benny gets ready for the next one. The Utes are not really in a great position, but the Utes still have a chance. Correct me if I'm wrong, to get in. I believe they're 7-2. Baylor basically playing a spoiler role for the rest of the season. Disappointing for the Baylor football team this year. Utah crushed Cincinnati last week. Pretty big game. Cincinnati has played well. Utah, if they can beat Cincinnati, I'm gonna stay. All these teams, BYU, some of these other ones, Cincinnati, some of these other ones, but I think Utah's playing good football. I'll take Utah to cover the spread for Baylor today.
I like Utah too. And Baylor, is that the athletic director that resigned from the committee because you got into it with the players?
I don't know if he's resigned or on a leave of absence.
So,
but it's kind of discombobulated over there right now.
You know, that gets in players' heads. So yeah, I'm going with Utah.
a personal matter.
That's right.
He
That's
personally
right.
went after the tight end on the field for some reason. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Miami, North Carolina State. Miami has a 7-2 record. Make sure I'm checking these right. All right. And they're 14.5 spread.
Yep.
So I'm going to go with Miami on this one. I think there's good momentum with them. And what did you say? Wolfpack?
Wolfpack.
Oh, Wolfpack. I love it.
Do that too. You just like doing this. Okay, I got it.
It's like having sign language on our show now. How much do you charge an hour for sign language? Okay, yeah.
Hey, we're number one. Perfect.
Number one. What do you think there, Jeff?
I think Miami still has an opportunity here to make it to the championship game. I think if they, no, am I wrong or?
They're number 12. They were number 12 in the
Conference?
No, in the playoffs.
They could
right?
they could
the
be.
last one in.
They were number 11.
That's right.
They were number 11.
But Miami can't afford to take another loss.
So I think I've said it every show. This is the last chapter of the NC State isn't who they think they are. And if they win today, I will be quiet and I will pull. I think Miami has an outside chance. Let me say it that way. That way I'm not saying anything I shouldn't. If they play well today and they beat NC State, I think they have the potential. I think Ryan's going to tell us about the ACC championship, but I'm going to take Miami in this game.
They want Duke to lose. They want that
Yeah.
to happen. Right.
Yeah. I believe I'm right too when I say Miami's a 10-point favorite. I'm on the road. Am I correct there?
14.5 now.
Wow. So they're laying the lumber on the Canes today. Give me the Canes. Give me 2 Live Crew on the sidelines, and let's go, baby. Ryan, go ahead. Tell us about it. That's correct.
Right.
Ooh, okay. But Duke controls their own destiny, right? If Duke wins out, they go as well. Oh wow. Okay. But Pitt, well, that loss, if they lose, it's not a conference game though. Right for this. Okay. All right. Yeah, because I just heard that the nightmare scenario is if Duke wins out, they go and. But yeah, they could win the conference if they. Yeah.
Wow.
That's nuts.
Yeah, I'll go with Miami, and hopefully that quarterback, not looking at his car got stolen and his girlfriend to the left and doesn't throw any interceptions. So
Yeah.
All right, we got USC 7-2 coming up. Yeah.
I got Georgia Tech.
Go ahead. Read it for me.
Georgia Tech, Boston College. Georgia Tech's number 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're back on the Yellow Jackets, kind of in that outlier. Of course, I don't even know what we're going to talk about. They're playing Boston College. I think Boston College is 0-10, but maybe they've won one game.
One win.
Yeah. Georgia Tech is on the road. One interesting caveat here: Bill O'Brien, coach of the Boston College, used to coach for the Yellow Jackets. Georgia Tech rolls today. I wanted to give a shout out to Haynes King. Saw these stats on him. Really throwing the ball well. He's really have been the catalyst for the Yellow Jackets' success, playing well. 16.5 on the road. Georgia Tech wins by 58 today.
No, they're only favored by 16.5. Yeah, I think Georgia Tech, again, controls their own destiny to be in the ACC championship. I don't think they're going to let that slip. So, yeah, they're going to take care of Boston College.
All right. What's the next team? Because I think I have a problem.
Up next, we're going to go to USC, number 17. Hosts number 21 Iowa, a team that we were high on very early. It's a huge game for the Trojans. It's a big game for both. I think either one can't afford to lose their third game. That seems to be the death sentence. That third game is the game that you just won't make it. Iowa just lost to Oregon. But honestly, Iowa has played well all year.
Yeah.
They are definitely a disciplined team. And with their ass whooping by Oregon last week, they got a bad taste in their mouth. The Coliseum has been just a tough place to play with Lincoln Riley. USC favored by 6.5, and even with my man crush on Lincoln Riley. I mean that in a non-gay way. No offense to anybody at Hogg. But give me the Hawkeyes.
All right. What? Yeah. What's the next game, my friend?
I'm going with USC.
I'm gonna go. Oh yeah, let's go.
I'm going with USC. Next one, Virginia, number 19, Virginia at 2.
I'm going to go with Virginia on this one. They're 8-2 now, but I think they can come back. And if I was a betting man, which I'm not, but I'll go with Virginia.
It's almost a pick 'em. It's 5.5. Yeah.
Wow.
That's a nightmare scenario for if they finish like 7-4 and they're in their playoffs. But hey, that's how it's working now. So win your conference. Yep.
Virginia has a couple of big wins, right? Virginia beat Louisville, and did Virginia beat Miami? Can we check that before I proceed? Duke favored by 4.5. Is that correct?
Beat in overtime. Yeah. UNC in overtime.
Yep.
And all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who'd they lose to? Jesus. Wait.
Last week.
I'd like to
So
personally promote Wake Forest versus Purdue in the Toilet Bowl. Apologize to my business partner, Chuck Goodrich.
Flushing me.
I'm going to take Virginia in this. I want Duke to lose, even though I'm kind of a closet Duke fan in basketball. As a Memphis Tiger, I like the way they play. But give me Virginia.
yeah, I think Virginia's going to win. Again, yeah, that third, even though that third loss will take them out definitely. So they need this win and they can control their destiny in the championship for the ACC.
All right.
Definitely going to be complicated. Lot of
Every game
A
matters.
lot of situations for the ACC coming up.
Yes. All right. What's the next
Michigan,
game we got?
Northwestern.
I don't have that one on here.
Michigan, Northwestern.
What's Michigan? 20?
That's right. They're playing in
That's right.
Chicago. Number 18, Michigan, 21 ranked, will look to keep their Big Ten championship alive today. They'll be taking on Northwestern. It's a big matchup for Michigan. Coming off a sluggish victory against Purdue. Northwestern lost to USC last Friday. As Ryan mentioned, they're playing at Wrigley Field. Michigan favored by 10.5 points. Since the beginning of the season, I've been high on this freshman kid at Michigan. I know all the rivalries, Ohio State, everybody hates him, Big Blue, whatever, but I think this kid's got a future. Um, I see him coming out and really playing well today. They need it. I think Underwood shines today. Give me Big Blue, baby.
Yeah, it pains me to say this, but I think Michigan's going to take care of business. I think the weather's going to be pretty good as well. Fun playing at Wrigley Field, except for that one corner of the end zone there is right by the stand. So don't throw an overthrow at me over there, you know. But yeah, I think Michigan will take care of business against Notre Dame or Northwestern.
Benny? Michigan, Northwestern.
Michigan.
There you go. Up next, number 23, Tennessee, our absolute disappointment, will be taking on the New Mexico State
Lobos.
college football team. Never thought I would say that, but Memphis was kind of a rivalry for Tennessee back in the day. We didn't like them, but I like to see Big Orange win. I love Neyland Stadium. If you've ever been there, it's one of the greatest places to watch a game. I love the Tennessee coach. I hope he stays there for a little bit. We were talking about him early in the season. They had a couple of tough losses. Man, this is really a team we were hyped for. I don't think they get back in. I don't think there's even a way for them to get back in. They are 40.5-point favorites today against New Mexico. Hopefully the boys have it get up, start playing for next year. I'm going to give me the Vol this big spread today.
Yeah, I'm going to take Tennessee. 41.5. That's I don't know if they'll cover that. Although they're probably angry after last week of that loss. So I'll take Tennessee for the win.
I'll take Tennessee for the block. Oh, I'm sorry, for the win. Anybody remembers that show? I'll take that for the win.
There you have it. Up next, another. This game has implications too. USF. Correct me if I'm wrong. There you go. There you go. Traveling to Navy. Is that correct?
Yep.
I've been really. I like this kid. I like Brum for the Bulls, the quarterback. The coach has been. I think they've just been a great team. Maybe not enough talent to hang to really do something. They get in. We'll wish them luck. But I gotta tell you, if there's a team that's a pain in the ass, it's got to be the midshipmen. If I don't have it all in front of me, but if you look back, I think a very disciplined team. They played a lot of close games. That minus 11 on the road for USF, I think is a little high. I think Navy will control the clock today, and even though it'll be a highly competitive game, I'm going to take the midshipmen. Give me Navy, and I apologize to all the local fans.
Well, it's
Can't be homers. Come on.
he's bigger than me, Ryan. I'm going to go whatever team Ryan and his wife is bigger than me too. So I'm going to go whatever they want. What did you want?
USF.
I'm going with USF.
Maybe coming off two really bad losses, but you're right. At home, I'm going with Navy. I think they'll control the clock. Their quarterback is from my hometown, so got root for that. And he's their leading rusher, so I'm going with Navy with the upset today.
There you have it. The last game on the big show today. Another team that we talked about. I don't know whether they're unlucky, maybe not as talented, but I like the way this team. Even though I'm not a very big Cincinnati fan, just because of did Bob Higgins coach them in college basketball? Yeah, he used to piss me off all the time when they played Memphis. Cincinnati's playing Arizona. Arizona's been another team. They just don't have it, but they also had, even though their record doesn't reflect it, they've played fairly well this season. This is an offense, Cincinnati versus a defense, Arizona game today. Bearcats have a lot to play for. I'm good. Bearcats are a 6-point favorite. Give me Cincinnati in this one. As one of our outliers, I'm really pulling for to make some noise and look forward to talking about them next year, man.
Yeah, and Cincinnati coming off a tough loss 2 weeks. Not tough loss. They got smacked by Utah, but they've had a bye week. I think they'll take it to Arizona Day and win in Cincinnati.
I'm going to go with Cincinnati. Of course, I'll go with Cincinnati.
Because you like the big red machine
I like
from
the
the
red
70s.
machine from the 70s, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We had the parents for the Bearcat quarterback here. Said he loves the game. Nobody outworks him. They spoke so highly of him, not bragging on him, but kind of in a proud way. It was pretty cool. And the kid really is playing well. If you look at his stats, just having a phenomenal year.
That's right.
There you go.
We got some big games coming up tomorrow. Here, when Hogg does their 9:30, I believe you have the game for Madrid tomorrow. It's the Commanders and the Dolphins. I mean,
Brooke, you need to be at work at 9 tomorrow. Thank you
Brooke,
very much.
come in early in the morning tomorrow. But
Right.
I'm going to tell you, there's a couple of stories. We'll see how the Giants do against the Packers. We know the Giants season's over. The Packers have been pretty good. But to have the new coach coming in, and we'll see how that goes. I think the big games is going to be tomorrow. The Buccaneers and the Bills. I have no idea what's going on with the Bills. There's something going on in that locker room, or all of a sudden the coaching collapsed. It's just some of the games where they're playing looks a little scrambled. But they play the Bucs tomorrow, and in Buffalo, where it's obviously really really cold. They get the Bears and the Vikings. Okay, say that again. Sorry.
There you go.
Yeah, I think that is the big game. Yeah, that's pretty big, that game there. And then your Dallas. Oh, and of course, Lions Eagles
Bird Gang.
Monday night. Sunday night, 8:20. That's going to be a really interesting game. It's like you don't know what Eagles you're getting. Sometimes you get a really good team. Sometimes they make you nervous for a quarter and a half. And the Lions, they got serious issues with defense, so we'll see what happens there. And then, of course, your Cowboys are playing for ESPN for paying for this package, but they got a couple of jet games tonight. I know they have the Cowboys Raiders game. That'll be on Monday. Night Football on ESPN and ABC. Yeah, exactly.
You know, I've been a Cowboys fan all my life, and every year we're going to the Super Bowl. Everybody knows that. But this year, 2025, I'm the first Cowboy fan to say no, we're not going.
Well, I can relate to you because I've been a Jet fan my entire life. I've never said we're going to the Super Bowl. I said never going to get through Halloween. We have some great draft picks next year. We were talking before the show. The problem is who's picking those draft picks, and secondly, what parent in their right mind would let their their son come to the Jets with thrown into the game right away? I would not go to the Jets if I was them, and I'm a Jet fan. So, and I think you would hear it from all the Jet fans up there. So it'll be a good game tomorrow. And the whole staff always makes it a great experience, and so come down and a couple.
We're talking Harvard.
Yale and Princeton. Yeah, I turned down Yale.
Yeah.
That was jail. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't, yeah.
I turned down Yale, but I got into Princeton, but I picked Harvard just because I like the name better.
There
So
we go.
Wow. What's his name? J.P. Schmidt,
Isn't it the
one
guy
of
from
the
the
top
Eagles?
safeties in college
Sophomore
football.
safeties.
All right.
We look to see him high on the draft board. You heard that here first at Hog Daddy's.
Exactly.
J.P. Schmidt. Yes.
Definitely.
Since we're announcing that we think he's probably going to be one of the top choices, we definitely want him here to sign a few things when it happens.
Wow.
I'm a little. I'm on the on the Hog Daddy's private jet.
The Hog Daddy private jet. Yes.
You know, I'm a little embarrassed, but yeah, I'm a little embarrassed. But what is Yale's mascot? Oh, there you go.
Wow.
Princeton.
What's Harvard's mascot?
Harvard.
What's the Jets mascot?
Harvard's
Grim
don't
Reaper.
count.
Hey, I just want to throw out a big shout out to our good friend who's not here today because he's doing a run for people with heart run. Someone in his family that passed away many years ago, his sister. But a big happy birthday going out to Chris Scherer. Chris Scherer is going to be 39 again. And I'm going to have an opportunity to spend some time with him this afternoon, him and his wonderful wife, Sue. And big happy birthday there. And then coming up, we have some things going on here. So let me see if I get this right, because it literally took me 20 minutes to go through Facebook to find everything except for pictures of you dancing. So let me by the way, anybody wants to see
pulled off.
Everybody wants to see him dance. Go right on and thing. So make sure I got this right. And maybe okay, we have the Hog Daddy's Turkey Thanksgiving Hoedown. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, we're going to give some background on that wonderful event.
That's one of the biggest bar nights of the year is Thanksgiving Eve, and we are having our Thanksgiving Hoedown brought to you by, I believe, Redemption Whiskey. They're coming in, doing some things, some giveaways, and they're like the title says, there'll be plenty of those here. Just kidding.
Yeah, you know what? I wanted to go down that road, but I figured
just kidding, Van.
Yeah, I didn't want to go down that road. Yeah.
Of course, I was talking about the farming tools.
Oh, yes, and you're big into farming.
Yes, I am.
Yes, you are. Then we got the very big and important event that's coming up. It's a special event that means a lot to Jeff and to everybody in the community. It's a Toys for Tots Christmas party, which is going to be held, I believe, on November 29th at 6 p.m. And it's a great event. We actually have a trailer outside or a storage unit because we get a lot. You could talk a little bit about that because I know it means a lot to you.
We're looking forward to this year. A couple of things we do 'em- do every year for our Toys for Tots fun job, toy drive and fundraiser. Number one, last year, Hog Daddies and the community raised $26,000, and we also filled up that Red Rover. We want to thank Doug Prescott and the Red Rover companies for doing that. We love doing whatever we can for this community. It is a 2-weekend event, and anybody in here ever been to Key West? So every summer and every Christmas, if you've ever been to Irish Kevin's, we Jeff Harris, and this year Irish Kevin may also come up. And we do the first weekend with locals, and then they do a concert here. So November the 29th, December the 6th, on December the 6th, we're also partnering with the Clearwater Shenanigans. It's a big group Facebook here. Bring in a toy. I'll give you a free cocktail or a free draft beer. It's a back-to-back Toys for Tots. Also, I wanted to add in one more thing about the fundraisers. It seems like a lot, but this community turns out every time Hog Daddies has an event. We're doing a third one, Hogs and Harleys. Stephen Berta, if you're listening, his dad carried on this tradition for about 25, 30 years here in Pinellas County. And they weren't able to do it last year. We were able to hook up with them. They love the restaurant. They're regulars for Hog Daddies. So that'll be a third weekend where we're getting bicycles, and it's a lot of guys on motorcycles coming in. Also another event where you can come in and instead of paying for your meal, we're going to offer a barbecue plate where we'll donate that money directly to this great cause. And we got to see some of the impacts and hear some of the kids that got some of these gifts last year. It's really cool.
It really was amazing.
Y'all don't forget, pay attention to Facebook for more details on this social media, on our social media, which is predominantly Facebook. We're branching out from that to have a bigger social media, but more on that coming up.
Yeah. We got the second annual chili contest coming up on the 6th.
Yeah.
It's $20 to you have to come see this. It's great. $20 to enter, and you could free sample everything for free. Correct?
Yeah. You get to eat all the chili you can eat. It's some great. When you're on the beach like this, you got so many different people from all over. It's really crazy how many different chilies you get. So a great little event we do. We had a great turnout last year. So hopefully that's December the 6th. Also in the morning, you guys can come out for that.
Right. And I think the last one I have for now, before we get into next year, we have that Christmas hospitality appreciation party.
December the 20th, for the first time ever, Hog Daddies will be hosting a Christmas party for all the hospitality workers on this beach. Every single hospitality worker will get a stocking with a couple of little gifts in it. I think you'll enjoy it. Also, free food for the hospitality workers from 8 to 10. And lastly, happy hour all night. We're going to reverse happy hour and do happy hour from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. And with our favorite band, Rockin' the Beach, Caitlin Goforth and Rock Colonel, they'll be here as your music hosts that night.
All right. Well, I think we promoted everything, and I'm sure a lot of big events coming up. Everyone's always asking me what's going on at Hogs. What their meeting is, what's the next big thing? What's the next big event? And when thank God, you do all this stuff and have it all laid out. Sean, do you have anything you want to promote?
No, I'm good.
Before we close out, I want to get two quick things in here. Number one, if you like cigars, Fusion will be opening in about 2 weeks. They're right up the street here. Just a great guy. Fusion's been on this beach for a long time. And number two, this isn't set in stone, but I got to announce it because I'm so excited. Look for us at the first of the year. I truly believe we're going to have Boss Hog Moonshine. And it's just really crazy, but I swear we're going to have it. So I'm extremely pumped. Thanks for the Henry Law Tickle, the guys of the show, Moonshiners, stopping in. What a pleasure to meet you, and I look forward to getting that deal done. Thank you guys so much. Yeah. Anything else, anybody?
I think that's good. I look forward to another great week here, and thanks for everyone participating. Thanks, Mom, again, for producing remotely. Mike, thanks a lot. Are you awake over there, Mike? Okay, I just want to make sure. And right after this, you'll be back in the aisle number 7. Most popular person in that store right now in Publix, taking care of the dog for Sean. Always pleasure.
Thank you, Sean. Love it when you're here.
No, Sean comes in. He does his thing.
Sean is on the show now. He's not a guest anymore.
I think we're gonna have to change the picture.
If I take my hat off, we could be the forehead show going on.
Well, we got to get you. We got to get the cartoon up.
Get him up there, and thanks again for another great show, and we look forward to a great week.
Thank you guys for putting up with us. Thank you for coming to Hog Daddies. We appreciate you so much.
Go Big Ten today.